Playmakers, how's it going? This is Coach Wood, and we are back for another fabulous episode of content. You guys ripping and running, getting through the week already. Hopefully your week has gotten off to an amazing start, you guys. This is the football channel, so if you are a young football player, a family member of a football player that's trying to support on a high level, if you're a coach or just a fan of this amazing game, then you came to the right spot, baby. You came to the right spot, and you're doing Coach Wood well. So today, you guys, this is a piggyback off of our last episode. So if you didn't see our last episode, definitely run that one back. But we deal with a lot of college football prospects, whether they're high school prospects, guys that are in prep school, guys that are in junior college. We had a great question from one of our online community members, as you see right here, and he said, "Hey, Coach Wood, what's up with the Eligibility Center? How do I make sure that I'm eligible to play college football?" And this is huge, you guys. This is huge because so many times, what do? We only think about the what's going on in the classroom. We only think about the touchdowns we're scoring, the interceptions we're making, and we forget. We forget some of the boxes that need to be checked off. As we said in the recruiting checklist video, some of the boxes that need to be checked off so that we can get what we're going after. We're putting in all of this hard work, running wind sprints. We're doing the push-ups, the sit-ups. We're in the weight room. We're eating right, but then we forget a box. And I'll tell you what, a lot of times this is one that gets left behind. This is one that people don't hear about or they don't know about, and they end up having to hustle to do it later. All right, so that's not going to be you guys, and we're going to be ready to go. And this also signals to the recruiters that you're dialed in. So as you guys see here, sometimes you'll see a college football recruiting process or prospect, and you'll look at their X account. We used to call it Twitter, and now they call it X with Elon Musk. You look at the X account, and you'll see somebody has their NCAA ID number. So if you want to get your NCAA ID number, which is what you all will have to get a college football scholarship, you have to go to ncaa.org. If you go to ncaa.org, as you see here on the screen, then you can get to the page, you can get to the website where you file for your NCAA ID number, okay? So back in my day, it used to be called the Clearinghouse, the NCAA Clearinghouse. Nowadays, they call it the Eligibility Center, and that's where you have to go to get approved, to get that scholarship offer, to get that PWO and be eligible to play college football in the NCAA. If you don't do this, then you will not be eligible to play college football in the NCAA. Now, some of you guys may say, "Hey, when does this have to be done, Coach? When is the timing? I'm only a freshman in high school. I'm only a sophomore in high school, a junior. Am I late? No, you guys aren't late. I mean, we've had seniors that have started to get recruited and didn't have this done, and they were able to get this done, go off on their recruiting trips, and get everything set. By the way, you can't go on a recruiting trip till you have this done, you guys. So the best time to get this done is, in my opinion, you want to do it right after your junior year. So after your junior year playing on the field, we're about to go into the fall season. So if I'm a 2028 guy, then after this fall season, then that's when I'll make sure that I get my NCAA ID number. Many of the 2027 athletes at the time of the filming of this episode already have their NCAA ID numbers. If you are a 2027 athlete and you don't have your NCAA ID number, then that is something that you should do now. You're not overly late, you're okay, but it also signals that you're not as far along as some of the other athletes. The athletes that have already been getting scholarship offers, the athletes who have already been taking trips that are in the 2027 class, those are athletes that they have their NCAA ID number. They've already went through that process so they can take an official visit. So you're not overly late. That doesn't mean you're not going to get a scholarship or a PWO. You're a 2027 kid. We're in July and you don't have it, but that means that you should get going. You should go to ncaa.org, look up the NCAA Eligibility Center link like you see here. Click on that and go. Now, you should be aware there is a small fee for the NCAA Eligibility Center registration. I believe it's between $80 and $110, you guys, which obviously for some families, depending on the time, that's not small. That could be significant. However, there are ways to waive that fee if that is too much for your family. I don't know all of the details, but if you can show that there is a financial strain on the family, I do know that there are athletes that do get that NCAA Eligibility Center fee waived, you guys. But you're going to have to do your due diligence. You're going to have to go through the website and find out the process to get that waived if you are indeed in that situation, you guys. But when it comes to the overall gist, the overall, deal, everybody's going to go through this process. If you want to play college football at Iowa, you want to play at Florida State, you want to play at FAMU or North Carolina Central or San Diego State, you are all going to go through the NCAA Eligibility Center process, and you will receive an NCAA ID number. Now, here's the interesting thing about the NCAA ID number. Some athletes have reported that they've done the process. They filled out everything, they paid their due, and they did everything that the Eligibility Center had asked of them, and they didn't receive their number. They didn't have a number sent to them right away. They were waiting for a number. I have heard that you have to have a university request your number before you can receive it sometimes. That's happened sometimes. I don't know why. It seems like after the registration, after I pay, I should get my number. Some athletes may get their number right away, but I have heard of some athletes not receiving their number, their NCAA ID number, until a university has asked for it. Has asked for their information, has asked to see if they can get them in to their school. Because keep in mind, the NCAA Eligibility Center is the one that deems who's eligible. And it's not just eligible from an academic standpoint, you guys. They may ask for your transcripts, they may ask for your test scores, but it's not just from an academic standpoint. It's also from an amateurism standpoint. If they do their research on you and they find out that you had any type of professional sports already, then that may complicate things as far as your NCAA eligibility. So they do a whole little background deal on you before they say, yeah, this person is okay, this person is a thumbs up to play college sports, all right? They're the judge and jury as far as who gets to play college sports, all right? So there's steps and checks, things that you have to check off, but you have to do that through their platform with the NCAA Eligibility Center. And it doesn't take long. You know, this is something that you can probably do in 20, 30 minutes and you're done with it. So keep that in mind, you guys. A lot of you guys are working hard on the field. You're working hard in the classroom. But there are things that you have to check off, and the major one that a lot of athletes tend to forget, and you're wondering, hey, am I eligible or not? And then once again, this signals to the colleges. This signals to the colleges that you got your stuff in order. If I'm, Texas Tech, and I like your film, and I talk to your coach, and I like what coach is talking about, and now I go to your X account, and I see that NCAA ID number right there, I know I got somebody who's dialed in. All right, so hopefully this helps you guys. And once again, thank you to our amazing community for even asking the question. You guys give us more questions because we're working with athletes across the country. We're talking to college recruiters on a daily basis, and we want to give you the sauce. We want to give you everything you need to know so that you guys can get what you want. So I'm Coach Wood. If there's any topics you want to cover, just let us know and our team will get on it. I'm Coach Wood. We'll see you at the top. Check out the description box so that you can check out the resources we have for you. And then also make sure you hit that subscribe button. Have a good one.